How's everybody doing today? It's Parsival from Clan Punishers, and today I'm just going to be doing a quick video. Well, maybe not so quick video on the Orokin Vaults or the Dragon Vaults for our clan members of Clan Punishers. Yeah, there's been lots of these videos before, that kind of thing, but I just want to go through the way that I do them, so that if you're looking to farm the vaults, either for the mods for your own use, or if you are interested in farming the vaults for platinum, you can go ahead and do that. Now, one other thing I do want to touch on real quick. This channel I just made not too long ago in the very first video seems to have drawn out some, you could call it toxicity. People were in the comments being just generally asshats. Look, Destiny's in the shitter, and if your game is going down and you are finding yourself digitally homeless, that's not my fault. That's not my problem. But you're not coming on my channel and talking garbage. You're going to be immediately hidden and blocked, and if it's bad enough, reported. So don't come here and start crap. All right? This channel is for my clan, and that's that. If you can't handle that, that's on you. Now, with that, we're gonna just start explaining exactly what the heck we're talking about. So, what the whole idea about Dragon Vaults is, it's these white special doors on Deimos, right? In order to open them first, though, you need the keys. So let's just, we're going to go through this step by step so everybody in the clan knows exactly what we're doing, right? You know what I mean? So we go to the dojo, and the place to get the keys is going to be the Orokin lab, okay? Once we get in here, I'll just show you where to get the keys and then what to do with them, and then some other things that are going to help you with your run, and then I'll show you the spots where the doors usually show up as well, that kind of thing. Okay, when we get okay, there we go. I was wondering why the damn dojo wasn't loading in. All right, so when we get to the dojo, you just jump on the teleporter and you head to the Orokin lab, okay? And it's right here. Or it should have been right there. Or is it up here? Ah, it's right here. Okay, never mind. My bad. So these are the blueprints that you're going to want to buy. Okay? Those are the keys for the doors. Now, once you get the blueprints, then you just head right on back to your orbiter. Now, I know this is going through all the paces, but, for people who are new to the game and don't know about this, for people in the clan who haven't done the vaults before, that's why I'm going through this. Okay, so now that you have your blueprints for the keys, you go down to your foundry and you tab to the keys section of your foundry, and that's where your blueprints are going to show up. Now, here's the sort of crappy thing about cooking these keys is you are going to have to run a bunch of void fissure missions in order to cook these, because as you can see, The keys do use void traces, and you can only get those from fissure missions. Okay, so you will have to grind out some fissure missions in order to grind these keys up. Um, I usually like to have about 100 of each key, but that's me. Like that's just my personal preference because I grind these things all the time. So I like to have lots of keys handy. Maybe you'll do 10 of each or whatever, that kind of thing. Okay. So once you get your keys cooked, then you go over to your arsenal.
Orders has been counted.
Okay. You go to your gear menu item. Hit gear again. And it's from here, right? You spin around, that kind of thing. And I've already got my 4 keys installed on my gear wheel. But what you'll do is you'll hit this symbol here that says add gear item. Okay. And then you'll look through your list for your dragon keys. Like there's one there, the bleeding key, the decaying key, extinguished, and then you'll have the hobbled as well. Now the thing about these 4 keys, what they're going to do is they're going to debuff you in the actual mission. So you have to pay attention. If you're going to carry all 4 keys, your movement is going to be debuffed. As it says, speed is greatly reduced while this key is equipped. The extinguished key, your damage is reduced. The decaying key, your shields are reduced. And then the bleeding key, your health is reduced. So you go in a little bit more squishy than usual, but it's not that hard to deal with, okay? So once you got your keys equipped, you're almost ready to go. The only other thing that will help, but this is something, like you'll grind for down the road if you don't already have it, is what's called the parallax landing craft, okay? So we go into equipment from our menu, into our orbiter, and I'm just going to show you what this thing is and what it does, okay? You go to landing craft. Now, you don't need to, the actual landing craft that it comes from is this one right here. It's called the Parallax. You don't have to equip the ship to use its ability, okay? That's one thing you need to know right now. You don't need to actually run the Parallax. If you like the look of the Parallax, well then go ahead and use it. What we're after though is its ability called Orokin Eye, where Ortis scans an area for rare items, which includes the door to the Orokin Vault. Also includes syndicate medallions, Cavia Voca on Deimos when you're doing Sanctum runs in Sanctum missions. Lots of things. If there's a rare crate, a rare chest, things like that, right? This thing will find it. And that's going to help out your runs in the vaults a heap, okay? Now, the way to get the Parallax is by basically farming missions non-stop on the Zariman. And the best mission to do that is Halako Perimeter. It's an exterminate mission. It's very easy. But what you want to bring is some type of area of effect damage. And be sure to be using your loot collecting mods like vacuum, fetch, things like that, so that your pets or your robotics can gather up stuff from a distance. Because the rare crates sometimes are in locked rooms where you got to shoot locks and things like that. But that's where you get Parallax from, okay? Once you get the 3 blueprints, you just go to the market and buy its main blueprint and then cook it off if you have all the resources. All right? Anyhow, now on to the run and how I actually do it, okay? So farming these Orokin Vaults is always going to be on one mission and one mission only, and that is Horrend on Deimos, okay? You can farm it as a group. You can farm, like that kind of thing. I like to run them solo because I have a way that I like to do these things. Because I know where the doors are going to be. I know the likelihood of where they're going to spawn. And when you understand where the doors can be, it makes your runs a little bit quicker, right? So you spawn in, and in this room here, you'll notice my marker is off to the left, okay? So that means in this room, I am going to first, before I do anything, run over to this door and see if the door, look at that, see? Right? It's always going to be these small frame doors. Okay, so, well, now I don't have to use my parallax because I've already found the vault. Okay? So now that we got the artifact, now we're going to just go get our capture and get out of here and take our mod. We'll do a few more runs just so I can demonstrate, other areas where the doors might be. So you get a good idea of exactly what's going on here, though. Okay? So now all we do, capture our guy. I personally like to use Cora because when I do my capture, I put a strangle dome around him first. If anything, like when you're in this animation, you're actually, you're a little, you can get shot, you can die there while you're doing the capture. So I'll put a dome out to snag up anything close to me while I'm actually doing the capture. Oh, look at that. Okay, that's cool. God, I hate this room. Anyhow, so we're just gonna head to the exit, then we're gonna start another run, just to show you other variants, that kind of thing, so you get an idea of what's going on. The big thing is knowing where the doors are. Okay, that's gonna be the big thing. This room, for example, there's one door here and one door on the other side. If it's going to spawn in that room, it's going to be on either one of those because they match the frame type. That's the frame type that you want to look for. It's never going to be a tall door. It's never going to be a wide door. Okay?
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
So anyhow, that was kind of quick out of the gate. So we'll do another one here. And fleeting expertise, that's one of the ones you're after, right? You're after blind rage, catalyzing shields, overextended, fleeting expertise, narrow-minded, and there's one other one. But, this is the way we do it, and it's good for plat, and the mods themselves are really good. Okay, so we'll start that again. And hopefully we don't get the door right off the bat so we can show you a little bit more of where the doors are going to spam. Like where they're going to spawn, sorry. And, the whole point of the video is to show you the different locations, okay, so here we go. This room here. Okay, our mark is down below. That is one of the doors where it can spawn, but we always want to go left in this room first, just in case. It doesn't spawn here very often, but it can. So we always check there first. That door right over here, it will never be this door. It's a tall door. Tall doors, it will never show up. This door here, if it's not the path, it can be this door. Now we're just going to carry on through, do our capture. There he is. Spawn our dome, do the capture. Okay, perfect. Now we can actually show you. Okay, once your capture is done, we're 350 meters away from exit. Pull our thing up, do the air support. Perfect. Okay, we got no mark, so now I can show you how I run when I don't know where the door is. What I do is I head for the exit, and look around on my way to the exit where the door might be. Okay, sometimes the door spawns here and it's not there. So now we'll go and continue following the track, following our marker and checking known places for where the door can be. It can be that door right there, or it can be that door right there, and it's neither. So off we go. We carry on. Every once in a while, the door can spawn right there. It's not there. So there's only two places now where this door can be, where we're gonna, and it's on neither. The door can spawn on either side there, and now here's where it's interesting. I didn't find the door.
Great work. I am pleased with
So I'm not going to hang around here and waste 6 minutes looking for the door. You'll notice it's a 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Okay, so if I found the door, I take the mod and I'm good to go. I didn't find the door. Oh well. Cut my loss, start a new run. You don't want to waste a whole bunch of time looking for the door. So if you wasted, say, 6 minutes looking for the door in one run, you could have had 3 mods and 3 other runs, right? If that makes sense to you guys. The idea is doing these runs quickly, efficiently. That way you can pull out more mods and potentially more plat, or potentially, faster and better chances at getting blind rage, right? Or catalyzing shields, or whatever it is that you're actually trying to get, right? Now, hopefully this run, we can show you what it looks like when you actually get a hit on Orokin Eye. And sometimes when Orokin Eye hits in this particular mission, you'll get 2 or 3 hits, because there can be a rare crate, and there can also be an Iatan sculpture on the map all at the same time with the door. I've had triple hits sometimes. Okay, so this map here, I can already tell you the door is not here. Okay? It's never this one. It's never that one. It is also never this door in the back, because that is a tall door, right? The only other place the door could possibly be in this room is the door that we're actually going through. You see that small frame? That's the type of door that it will spawn in. So the door across here, obviously not, but it can spawn there. And then we just carry on like we normally do. We go do our capture. Throw our dome, capture the guy. All right, now in this room there are 2 places where it can spawn, right in front of us, right there, okay? And then the other one is that one right there. That's the only 2 places that door can spawn in this room. Now what we'll do is we're gonna move just slightly forward, and then we're gonna drop our air support. We have, see, there we go. We have 2. We landed 2 marks on air support. So I get to show you how this works now. Okay, so off here, 130 meters up is our first mark. So we'll go get that one. And that's an Iatan. That's going to be an Iatan statue. There we go. There's our Iatan sculpture, bias sculpture. And then we'll go back and presumably get the door. Now, it could be a rare crate as well, too. Sometimes you'll get 2 hits on Orokin Eye, and both won't be the door. You'll get a rare crate and an Iatan. So then, it's just carry on then if you didn't find the door. Like I said, you don't want to spend, generally you don't want to spend more than 2 minutes on these missions. If you do get more than 1 hit, well, obviously, go get your loot, right? That kind of thing. But you know, like if you get hits on Orokin Eye, well then, of course you want to go get them. But if you don't get hits on Orokin Eye, just make for the door and start a new one over. Okay, in this room here, this little hallway, the door is always going to be that one or that one, as you can see, right? It's never going to be these wide ones. It's always going to be the side ones.
Something's wrong.
There we go. Then we just make for the door. And same with this hallway here, which is identical to the one we just came out of. It's always going to be either there or there. And same in this room as well. You start to see the patterns that develop, okay? In this room here, the door can be right there. The door can be the one we just came out of, that door. Or it can be that door right there. Okay? The one we're going through. And then, of course, this one here. It seldomly ever shows up across the way, but I like to eyeball this wall just in case to see if it's there. And once we get there, then we can find out what our mod is. Oh, now we're lagging, of course, naturally. Alright, we'll just try and get there here. Yeah, okay, this is a bit much for the system to handle. But that's okay. That's okay. Like, you know, I am getting a new system here in June. When I get the new system, then I'll be able to make better videos. So, anyhow, I do apologize for this. Every once in a while, this actually happens to me in game. So this could be just the normal thing that sometimes happens when Windows decides to act a little stupid. So we'll just, what we'll do is we'll just get there and close this out. Yeah, it's acting a little silly. It is what it is, though, right? You know, I'm not gonna pretend to have this, you know, $3,000 computer that you know, that I can make content with just, you know, as a job, because that's not what I do. I'm here to play the game. So
Great work. I am pleased with your
all right. So anyhow, yeah, the end there kind of didn't work the way I wanted to, but I made I think I got my points across. So so with the, you know, with that being said, we can call this one a quick video, and then you know, take the tips from it, and that one there, garbage mod, burn mag, but we did get the sculpture. So you know, when you do these, you know, you'll get you might get a crap mod, but you'll get a sculpture. So that's the way that I do them. I try to make them quick, try to make them efficient. If I don't get the door in a run, well then it doesn't matter. All you got to do is just, you know, try to keep the runs quick and do many of them, right? That kind of thing. Because right now, catalyzing shields is selling for the same thing as blind rage, and it shows up a lot more common than blind rage, if you get me, right? So that you can farm really, really well doing it this way. At any rate, we'll call it there, and Thanks for watching. We're glad to have you in the clan, and as always, you're welcome to. If you're having problems, ask us any questions anytime in game chat or in our clan Discord. You guys have a great day. Take care.